name is Trina Gray, and I am the owner of Bay Athletic Club in Alpena, Michigan. And I am coming to you today with a great rendition of Success Leaves Clues. If we haven't met before, I've been in the fitness industry for more than 20 years as a multi-gym owner. I've been a personal trainer and group fitness instructor for almost 30 years. And I love sharing tips, advice, suggestions, and leadership with others in the fitness industry. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you might wonder what this background is. I'm usually in my home office in Alpena, Michigan, but for the past week, I have been working remotely here at Michigan State University in East Lansing, Michigan. My son underwent shoulder labrum surgery, and so I've been working remotely for about a week. So I was really excited to take the time to carve out to write this article for you today on Success Leaves Clues, and I'm excited to chat it through a little bit more with you on this video. So if this is your first time here, welcome. There are some really great previous episodes that you might want to go back and listen to. I always share a couple of business tips and a couple of personal growth tips. All of them are relevant. You might not need them all at any given time, but everything is practical, relevant, and easy to implement. So today, tip number one is called, it makes me laugh having to talk about it, honestly. It is hire slow, fire fast. That's the name of the tip. Hire slow, fire fast. Now, I cannot take credit for that tip, but I'm going to talk it through with you today. I first heard that advice as a new gym owner more than 15 years ago. A friend and mentor in the fitness industry, Todd Durkin, shared that with me in a live mastermind retreat more than 15 years ago. I was struggling with a couple of issues on my team. I have, over the years, anywhere between 30 and 40 members of my team. Now, maybe you have two, or maybe you have 200. It doesn't matter. This tip is going to hit no matter what. At the time, I had between 30 and 40 members of my team, front desk employees, personal trainers, group fitness instructors, and managers. And so with that many people, there's always just an ebb and flow of energy. There's an ebb and flow of good hires with some questionable hires. I was really getting my feet wet as a new owner and manager. Todd said to me, Trina, if you live by this advice, hire slow, take the time, do the research, do the homework, meet the candidates several times, interviews, references, even different kind of tests that you can have them perform on site, just ways to figure out ahead of time if they fit your business, if they fit your brand, if they fit your mission, if they fit your skill set. And then the other half of the advice is when it's not working, fire fast. People often drag their feet on letting people go from their teams. One, because we just don't want to face it. Two, we want them to do well, even if they don't. And three, it's sometimes just easier to put your blinders on and just pretend everything's going to be okay. So when I was thinking about why do we fail to hire slow and fire fast, some other things I thought about in my own experience is sometimes I don't hire slow because someone looks good on paper, someone sounds good in an interview, I need someone to fill a slot, I'm looking to grow my team, you're under pressure, you're short-staffed, you're anxious to grow, this person looks great, they say they like your brand, they buy your t-shirt, right? There's so many ways that we can trick ourselves into hiring too fast. And as I said before, there's a lot of ways that we trick ourselves into firing too slow, that we think they're going to get better, that we think that these red flags aren't so bad, right? We make excuses for people when we want it to be better for them or we want it to be easier on ourselves. So in the article, I shared a recent example of I didn't take this advice. I didn't take the advice of hiring slow and firing fast. And man, it came back and bit me. Now, over the years of 20 years of building a team, I can say that I've listened to that advice 90% of the time. I've made some really good hires, mentored some really great teammates, had the pleasure of making so many great friends in this industry that I've been so proud to call employees and teammates. But every once in a while, we make the wrong decision. And I made a wrong decision recently. I hired a young man at my health club this summer who talked the talk, is what I can say. He looked like he wanted to be there. He was professional and polite. He was mannerly. He said he loved the brand. He loved fitness. He was new to town. And I really overlooked so many red flags. So, as I said in the article, when you have little rumblings of doubt in the interview process, those will turn into loud sirens after you hire. I did my due diligence and I checked his references, but there were so many cracks. They were personal references. They're all people he knew in his personal life or people that knew him growing up. No one provided me evidence of success, but they all really believed this kid could be good somewhere someday. That's not a strong endorsement of past performance or past success. There was some questionable job history, gaps in the job history, and even certifications. And I ignored those red flags because I wanted it to work. We can all make bad hires with clients. We can bring on the wrong client. We can bring on the wrong teammate. It's what you do when you figure it out that really matters. So when I figured it out, we let him go. I didn't let him go soon enough. So I really missed the boat on Durkin's advice to me years ago: hire slow, fire fast. When I did make the decision to fire, I did it quickly, but I should have made the decision about 2 weeks earlier. So I'm sharing my misstep. I'm sharing my poor judgment in hiring after 20 years of leading a club with you as a lesson that it always will come back. It'll come back and bite you if you don't hire slow, fire fast. I really care about the culture of my team. And this recent hiring decision doesn't really reflect that. But you know what? When you want A players to stay on your team, they want A players to work with. And so when you hire the wrong person, it really affects the culture of the whole team. And when you don't let them go, you start to lose trust from the rest of your teammates. So I acted swiftly in the end and removed this person from the team. I know that for people on the team that saw some of the cracks and wondered about this hire, possibly that gained a little trust back, right? But trust is earned in drops as a leader and as an employee. And so I have some work to do to make sure everybody knows that I care about the integrity of this team, that I will be more protective of who I bring on, that I won't be sold a song, that I will do my due diligence to dig deeper and to not bring on someone who sounds good, but someone who actually has proof of success and proof of integrity and values, right? So my misstep, your lesson today, and luckily I'm so grateful to the 35 teammates I have who are A players, who do care about the brand, who have integrity, who do lead with good heart. And the occasional misstep happens in business, but it's how you deal with it. So tip number 1, hire slow, fire fast. Tip number 2 kind of goes hand in hand, but it doesn't have to be about hiring. Tip number 2 is move through struggle faster. Whether your struggle is you brought on a client that's not the right fit, you launched a new program that isn't working, you launched a supplement line that's not taking off, you changed your pricing and you're having trouble communicating it, you brought on a teammate that isn't the right fit, or you just made a decision in your business that just doesn't fit. The struggle is when you sit in the struggle. The struggle isn't actually the struggle. We can handle whatever mistake we made. You can handle the bad hire. You can handle the client that doesn't fit you. You can handle the bad marketing choice on one program. You can handle the miscommunication. You can handle the thing. It's when you don't handle the thing that it festers. When you sit in the struggle, when you stew on the struggle, when you revisit the struggle, when you find blame for the struggle outside of yourself, that's when things go wrong in business. As fitness professionals, we need energy, a lot of it. We need positive, motivating, good energy to encourage other people in our world to live healthier lives. And it's hard for us to bring that energy to the table when you're constantly worried about a mistake you made. You and I, we're going to make mistakes at work. We're going to try a class that doesn't work. We're going to try rebranding something that doesn't work. We're going to launch a program or product that doesn't work. We're going to change our hours or pricing and maybe not be the right fit. Everything is figure outable. One of my favorite books by Marie Forleo. Everything's figure outable, but the deal is you got to face it. You got to face it. You got to fix it. And you can't sit and stew on it. So, tip number 2, move through struggle faster. And lastly, tip number 3 today is a personal growth tip. And it's stop glorifying being busy. It's something really great for us to talk about. It is great to have a full book of clients. It's great to be busy producing your craft. It's great to be busy bringing in the right revenue from the right people. It's great to be busy with a full book of clients, right? It's great to be busy with full classes. It's great to be busy producing needle moving activities. Where we get confused is when busyness becomes spinning our wheels, busyness becomes overthinking, busyness becomes being distracted, overcommitted. That type of busyness drains your battery. When we glorify being busy and we don't look at productivity, is where we get into trouble as leaders, trainers, fitness professionals of any kind. We want to be busy doing the right things, not busy spinning our wheels, not busy trying to do 10 different things at once. Be busy being the best at your craft, at what you are really good at. Try to put blinders on and not worry about what the rest of the world is doing in their business. What are you good at? Who do you want to serve? What's the value you bring to the table? Be busy there. I hope this episode was helpful for you. Success Leaves Clues comes to you every quarter, compliments of the personal fitness professional. Thanks so much for being here.